Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I like when things are done in the open so people can see who's who, what's what. And I like when votes sometimes are visible. You know who voted, how that person voted, or the nation, who's who, what's what. So we have a little issue here at the United Nations. United States plus about 13 other countries voted against a resolution at the United Nations that would have a truce. That means stop the hostilities in Israel, Palestine. So they said, okay, let's have this, stop the fighting in Gaza, and then discuss it, negotiate. Well, United States said no. The fighting should continue. Now, we're told here to be on the right side of history. So, and we like democracy. So we have United States plus another 13 countries out of 195, last time I checked, the number of countries on this planet. So 195. So you have 180, about, let's say, 180 voting on one side, or at least, supporting or abstaining from the resolution. And you have 14 countries who are against a truce. So let me go to the dictionary and define what exactly that is, so we know what we're talking about. So there's no misunderstanding against what these guys voted against. Now, obviously, there's details in that resolution, and when you vote for the whole thing, you might not like this thing, but you negotiated before it was, brought forth for a vote. So let's see. We got this article first, which comes from The Hill. All right, there. And it says, U.S. among 14 countries to vote against UN resolution on Israel-Hamas truce. Right, this is definition, okay? I think we still use dictionaries, okay? Or it depends how we feel about certain terms. An agreement between enemies or opponents to stop fighting or arguing for a certain time. For a certain time. The United States did not want that. But guess what? I'm going to show you what countries joined United States in this, and say no. And make a list of about 10 countries, and when I'm going to read them to you, see if they match, because you're going to be probably surprised. I wasn't, but anyway. So the United States was among a group of 14 countries, remember democracy? In the United Nations General Assembly to vote against the resolution calling for a quote-unquote humanitarian truce in Gaza amid the Israel-Hamas war. The right side of the history. The US and 13 other countries voted against the truce, while 45 countries voted to abstain. So that means and 120 countries voted in favor of the humanitarian truce. Here is not about the truth, as what's right or wrong. It is eventually, at the bottom, but these guys did not agree to that, to stop that war for a while for humanitarian. Now, obviously, I didn't read the whole text of this little resolution to see where the Americans, what problems they have, but maybe they're gonna let us know in this article. The resolution calls for an, and I'm quoting, immediate, durable and sustained humanitarian truce between Israel forces and Hamas militants in Gaza. Now this is The Hill. This is an American media outlet, so it's not the Ukrainian, Russian, Israeli. So this should tell you and support why the United States voted against that. They will probably bring you, we voted because this and this and this. Then they're not going to be against, unless these are criminals. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, The Hill, right? These are the guys right here. It's not Sputnik. Why they say criminal? Because I think The Hill, but let me see what The Hill exactly is. Yeah, and we just learned something, right? So The Hill, the newspaper, is an American newspaper and digital media company based in Washington, D.C. that was founded in 1994. Important things, it says it's owned by Nexstar Media group. And what I found, founders. You find the founders? See the first one? I mean, you can make shit up. But anyway, nothing wrong with that. I'm just pointing out. Jerry Finkelstein. Okay? All right, so this is one of the founders. So anyway, let's go back to the article. Interesting how you find things without even wanting them to, to find them. But I always like to read the early life and education because it helps a lot. Finkelstein was born to a Jewish family, the son of Papa in Manhattan. He attended Papa. He graduated at 38 from the New York School of Law. Good for you. Great. Thank you. So, according to the UN, it also demands a continuous, sufficient, and unhindered provision of life-saving supplies to the people struck inside Gaza population. The resolution also condemns all violence against Palestinian and Israeli civilians. Objective, don't you think? Or it should be only one side condemned and the other one's not? The civilians I'm talking. Notably, the resolution does not specifically condemn the October 7th surprise attack by Hamas or mention Hamas at all. It's about humanitarian aid, isn't it? So if Hamas attacked Israel, that means no humanitarian for Palestinians. Is that why that needs to be mentioned? Is that the problem? It's like, I'm not going to go and save someone from dying because he didn't call me Mr. Cosman. He didn't call me Mr. Cosman. I'm not going to go and save your life. Or I don't know, I'm not going to save your children. Is that what it is? Because he didn't mention the Hamas. Okay, yeah, Hamas, okay. But does it matter? This is just, it's called, I can't remember how it's called, a fallacy, but I can't remember what kind of fallacy. When you just, you don't focus on the issue. Like, for instance, the police officer stops you for you breaking the law or something, or traffic, whatever. And then you say, well, because I don't think your socks don't match your shoes, I'm not going to talk to you. You're not, in charge here. You just broke you or whatever. No, fuck off. I'm a police officer. I introduce myself. Here's my badge number, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to. I get you out and I arrest you in a second. But you can't just say, I'm not going to talk to you because you didn't call me Mr. Cosman. Screw you. The matter is not that. The issue is a different one. The same. Here, the issue is humanitarian aid, not who attacked you. Yeah, those guys attacked those guys. Bad thing. History doesn't start on October 7th, by the way. All right? So this is the way these guys, and they use this as an argument for voting against the resolution, the humanitarian resolution. Humanitarian, That tells you, we are Americans and we support that by having those guys representing us. So those guys over there, far away, when they see United States doing this, they see you and I, if you're American, doing this. And they say, well, why do they do this? They hate our freedoms. No, they remember this. You don't know about this. You don't remember this. These guys don't know it. They say, oh my God, yes, we did it because they didn't mention Hamas. But those guys look at it differently. Those guys being a lot of millions of people and a lot of countries. So again, we are on the right side of history. Let's read further. Notably, so that's the main thing here. The resolution does not specifically condemn the October 7th surprise attack by Hamas or mention Hamas at all. I don't give a fuck. Give those children help. Both sides. All right? There were several amendments that asked for Israel and Hamas to be named in the resolution that failed to get enough support. I don't understand how it failed to get enough support. It calls for immediate and unconditional release of all civilians being held captive. You like that one? I think one side likes that. The United States likes that, right? And everybody should like that. Hamas, not everybody obviously, but hey, Hamas took more than pop. The resolution is the first formal UN response to Hamas attack. Israel counteroffensive, right to defend itself, and come on, put everything over there. Several other measures by the United Nations Security Council have failed to pass or have been vetoed by either the US, Russia, or China. The US was joined by, ready, Austria, 9 million people? Croatia, Czech Republic, I'm guessing, Fiji, Guatemala, interestingly enough, Hungary, Israel, the Marshall Islands, Micronesia. You know what Micronesia is? You know where Micronesia is? Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, and Tonga. Do you know where Tonga is? I guarantee if I show you this, you don't know where Tonga is. I have a wide where Tonga is, my friends. I think it was because it was a sports guy who came from Tonga. So these are the mighty countries. No Great Britain, no China, no France, no Germany, no countries no Ukraine. These were joined by probably those abstained. So this is the big US coalition. So they are on the right side with these countries, my friend. You and I are together in this with Austria, Croatia. I don't know why they started with, is it? Yeah, they okay. I thought why they put Austria and then, because not because of the importance, they put it because of the alphabetical order. So Austria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Fiji, Guatemala, Hungary, Israel, Marshall Islands, Micronesia, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, and Tonga. This is the sorry-ass coalition of the America. That is right now. Good job, man. Good job. You with these guys are on one side, and the rest of the world is kind of like, Oh, my friends. Remember when I say the world community? Now, where is the world community? 130 countries on the other side versus what? 14 sorry-ass countries? I'm not trying to denigrate Tonga and Fiji and all that, but you understand that those countries are not important militarily, economically. They don't play strategically. They don't play an important role. So you understand that. I mean, I don't have to tell you why United Kingdom would play, or Saudi Arabia, or Iran, or Turkey would play a bigger role if they would be on one side or another. More important on the event, on the issue. But no, the Americans, because he did not mention Hamas. I wonder, and let me. What's the problem? What's Micronesia's problem with those guys not saying Hamas, for instance? Do you know where Micronesia is? It's on the other side of the globe. Why do they care about how is that considered in? What's the problem? I would like to ask Micronesia, why did you vote against? And you tell me, what does that have to do with you? Oh, it's a principle. Not only with you, because let's say, we're not subjective here. We are for peace and love. And do you think so? I mean, what is Paraguay, Micronesia, Marshall Islands, Tonga? I understand Israel. I understand Austria, Croatia, because they're Europeans and they're under the yoke of Brussels. I understand that Hungary, I don't really understand exactly what the thing is over there. But anyway, Guatemala again, Paraguay, Fiji, give me some water, blip, 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 and that's it. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So here's my friends, United States with its with new coalition. They didn't even mention who are the guys who abstained. They don't even dare. I don't see, and this article does not even criticize the Americans, saying, can't you see those countries versus your allies? Where are the allies? Concerning. No. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.